I owned a cell phone store in the mall. I was a full blown Armenian. Hey bro, you want the cell phone? I got to you.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. In the Glendale Galleria, so I had a Verizon kiosk, and then I had two businesses. I had a cell phone store and I had an accessory cart in the mall, same mall. I was providing. I was working my ass off, working about 14-hour days, all just hustling. So then, not only did she take my son, then she starts freaking. She files for residency in Patterson, California. Forges my signature. Now fake serves me, never served me for court, right? Now she's a resident. They granted her residency because I didn't show up to court because I never got served.
Yeah.
Now she is a resident there. Now they're serving for child support. Now that she's a resident, they're serving for child support, back child support. Now I'm paying $1,100 a month.
Wait a minute, you didn't try to fight this?
I did try to fight it, but that's your signature. It was back and forth, and they kept.
But even though you didn't sign
I
it,
didn't sign it. They prolonged the courts.
So you had to pay while they were figuring
yeah,
out.
they kept having to pay. I said, fine. I don't want to go to court no more. I'm losing all this money. I lost my cell phone store. I lost my business. Now I'm depressed. I'm freaking doing drugs. I'm drinking every day. I'm going out partying, sleeping with women. I'm just trying to be like trying to like numb myself, right?
And what are your parents doing? Because your parents are successful business
My
people.
parents are successful people. I haven't gone to them yet.
Okay.
They still think that I got my shit together still.
Okay.
I'm still in a dark place. So finally, now I'm in a really dark place, and I go to my parents. I go to the Ha Ha Comedy Club. I talk to my parents. I go, hey dad, I don't have a cell phone store anymore. I closed the business. They know what's going on with the whole divorce, the courts. Yeah. I go, I found Dominic. He's up there, and I need help.
Yeah.
They go, what do you want? I go, I need therapy. I go, I'm trying. I think I'm gonna kill myself. And my dad goes, therapy? Are you crazy? You know how expensive therapy is? He goes, go on stage, do open mic. You want to talk to somebody? Go on stage. So I did my first open mic in 2010.
And you were 24.
24 years old.
So even though your family owned
25. Yeah, 25, yeah.
Even though your family owned a comedy,
Yeah.
the Ha Ha Comedy,
Yeah.
and tons of A-list celebrities and comedians have gone through that room.
Yeah.
Until it took you getting depressed and need therapy before you even tried a family business.
They don't want to. I grew up in the family business. I didn't want to do what my dad did. I don't want to be around there. Because you know what's it's different when I don't even like I love performing there, but I don't even like performing there because it's not that I don't just have to perform there. I gotta see people. I gotta do the sound.
Yeah.
I gotta. There's no bartender. Go make the drinks. I gotta do everything. Like it's like this is your business. This is yours. One day this is gonna be yours. I go, I don't want it.
Yeah.
You know, I want to do my own thing. So at a very young age, I was very rebellious. My dad, 18 years old, made me move out of the house. I've always been grinding.
But that's a thing though that's different today. It's like I told my wife, 18 the kids are out, and they were like, now kids will stay in the house till they're
40.
like 40. Yeah.
I have friends that still live at home right now with their mom, and I go, that concerns me. If you can sleep in, if you have the luxury of sleeping in, you need to get your shit together.
Yeah.
Like
that's what I'm saying, man. It's pretty crazy where now it's not 18. Now it's like 25, 30. And I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Once our kids hit 18, we traveling.
Yeah.
We gone.
Yeah.
Don't even think about these kids being in the house.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not having that.
Yeah, that's what I'm going through right now with my my stepson right now. Like he's 18 years old and he doesn't want to go to
time to
school.
go.
He doesn't want to go to school. He doesn't want to go to school. He wants to work full time but still live in my house and not do anything. So he had a rude awakening because you know he said you don't get it. You don't get it. The times have changed.
You can be lazy.
Yeah, he goes, you come from old money. And I go, you come from no money. Like, he doesn't get it. So, like, he got a job now. He's working at Amazon.
So he was just hanging out at the crib.
He's hanging out for a year, not doing anything. For a year. I told Phoebe, what's going on, dude? He needs to do something. She's still figuring it out. I said, no, man, he's fucking just living off of us for nothing. So then I couldn't.
It's such a dad thing,
but
though,
I couldn't.
you know?
I turned into my father because I remember I was like when I was 16 years old and I would sleep in. He goes, look at my son sleeping in, lazy, you know.
Yeah.
So I turned to I would get mad that I'd be up at 7 a.m. grinding, working, doing something, and he'd be sleeping in.
I'm like that with my son right now,
Like,
and
get
he's
up and
6.
Take the trash, do something, and he would be like, oh, or half-ass it, or he'd take the trash but not put a bag in it. Like he'd do everything half-assed. You know what I'm saying? Like that little stuff was bothering me, right?
Oh yeah.
So then I said, I can't. His room was next to my room. I said, I can't have this anymore. I can't. You know what I did? I reconstructed my garage and I built a room for him just so I didn't have to see him every day.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's closer to the street.
So all you got to do is hit the button, the garage goes up, and he leaves, right? So close it. No, but that's the thing is, and that's what the appreciation of getting older is. Every father starts saying things their father used to tell them. Yeah. You turn into your dad.
Totally. I'm like dad.
Like me
My
too.
hair started turning up ponytails.
Right? Yeah. So over the last year, I've seen a switch turn where, man, you're everywhere.
Yeah.
Was that because of the kid, or you were just like, yo, I'm telling my son to get his shit together. I need to start hustling and getting my shit together too.
Yeah. So in 2020, when everything shut down, I had a lot of time to like, oh shit, like I can't do anything. Like I need to find a way to get to the next level. I can't just be doing these shows like in LA.
The promoter shows.
I can't be doing that. I can't stop popping at the ice house and just do 10 minutes. I gotta get to the next level. So I read a book called Think and Grow Rich. And it's from Shark Tank. I love Shark Tank. Shark Tank. Oh my God, I love Shark Tank.
If you get what's the best invention you've seen on Shark Tank? You wish you would have came up with
the Ring camera. The ring.
Oh my God,
it's so simple.
They passed on that,
dude. They passed on it.
They passed on it.
The Ring camera.
I got rings all over this.
Yeah,
house.
I told you how I saw him.
Right? Hey. Yeah. You know, I think I'm gonna add that element to the podcast. Is when people walk to the door and ring the doorbell. I think that's a cool opening to the podcast. Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's cool. So I got focused and I started writing goals and like a weekly goal, a daily goal, monthly goal, 60, 90 days. Like that worked. I said, okay, I want to buy a house. I want to write a new 10 minutes. I want to work cruise ships. All this stuff I just wrote it down.
Yeah, you should.
And it all came true. My baby, I want to have a baby. I said I want to make $250,000 this year.
Yeah,
I'm making that.
You know,
it's just about applying myself, and that's all it was.
You know what's interesting is you find out when you write lists, because a lot of times what I notice about LA is everybody comes out, I'm a make it goal, right?
Yeah.
But their steps they wrote, they never wrote steps.
Yeah.
And when you don't just make it, you feel like you haven't done anything. But when you write realistic goals, you actually see yourself moving forward. And that's the problem so many people give up, because they just think about the big goal and not the little steps it takes to move. Yeah. I remember my first day in LA, I was always like this. I go, I just want to be on TV one time a week.
Yeah.
Got that. 2.
Yeah.
Got that. 3. So now I'm making realistic goals. Yeah. So at the end of the year, I'm like, oh, I'm on TV every day.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I want a headline.
Yeah.
So I got my group of, now, you know what? I want a headline all over the country.
Yeah.
I really want this club. Got that. So I always keep a mental note, and sometimes I write down a list at the beginning of the year, and it helps you mentally, because this is a mental game too. Comedy is.
Yeah, it is.
It shows you that you're actually moving forward and not in the same place. Because if you don't write that down, you'd be like,
you don't see it.
You don't see it at all.
And you know what told me that? Orlando Leyva and Nick Guerra always call me, go, hey man, celebrate that real quick. Take the time. Yo, you got a cruise ships. You're doing cruise ships.
Celebrate it.
I taped for Netflix for Arsenio Hall interview on Netflix. That was a huge moment for me. And I wrote all this stuff. You know what's crazy? I actually wrote on my board, do a major podcast with someone.
There it is.
Right here.